Salamone out at the Chuckwagon Races in Tuscumbia, Alabama, Seven Springs Lodge. I'm here with Dan Eoff and Peggy Eoff, and they're going to tell us a little bit about their races out in Clinton, Arkansas, and how it's sanctioned with these new races here in Alabama. You've had your races started for 30 years, is that right? Tell us a little bit about that.
29th year we've had the races. We started with a small group of people, and it's grown and grown. It's got bigger and bigger, and now we're so big that we can't take any more racers on without sanctioning with different states and letting these states bring us their champion teams like they do here.
Awesome.
So we sanctioned Alabama, and the champion here get to come to the national finals in Clinton in September, Labor Day weekend.
That's great. Now, are you affiliated with the American Chuckwagon Association or whatever that's called, or are you separate from that?
I don't know anything about them.
Okay.
Now, the Chuckwagon race that comes to Cheyenne it's coming out of Canada.
Okay.
The Canadian Chuckwagon Association, and they're professional racers. They race for a lot of money. It's like NASCAR.
Okay.
We're all amateur. There's no entry fees. There's no money. We play a lot of prizes, and the main thing is we won the championship.
Awesome, and you have fun too.
Oh, we have fun. Yeah.
Peggy, what do you have to say about all this stuff going on here?
I'm going to tell you, for the first year that they're having this, they've got a great crowd, and it looks like everything's going to go really well. We sure hope it does.
Awesome. So other states can be sanctioned by the National Championship Chuckwagon Race.
Yes. We have Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Alabama, and Tennessee. We've got a few in all the southern states.
Okay, and what would you say to people that want to get involved in this discipline in the sport?
If you're going to enter, you better be tough.
We'll see that today. We'll let the people from Alabama see how tough it is.
Awesome. Well, thanks for telling us all about the Chuckwagon Races. We appreciate it, and we're glad that you're here in Alabama from Arkansas.
Well, thank you for having us.
Well, the gun fires, Natasha O'Neill, she's got them cranked up, ready to go. It's going to be 7X and kind of stupid. It's going to be 7X and kind of stupid right there, folks. Outriders, come on with it. Come on with it. Buddy Smith taking the lead right there. It's kind of stupid out of South Carolina. They're making their way to the dip. They're about 4 wagon lengths behind. That hill back there on the back side will determine how tough them horses are. I can assure you that. It's 7X, Outrider making his move. He's where he needs to be, both Outriders in position. 7X kind of stupid right there. As they make their way around the grandstands, folks, it's the classic division. Let them hear you. Let them hear you. It's the classic division. It's going to be 7X, Buddy Smith. It's going to be 7X, Conway, Arkansas.
Hey, horse friends, this is Becca Salamone. I am out at the Chuckwagon Races Spring Ride and Camp Out at Seven Springs Lodge in Tuscumbia, Alabama. I'm here with the organizer, Reggie and a couple of the Cowboys racers from Arkansas. Guys, tell us what your names are.
My name's Scott Goodwin. Bubba Bircher.
And of course, that's Reggie Little there in the middle. So guys, you know, the racers here, tell us what it's like to be doing this Chuckwagon Races. You've been doing it for quite a while now, haven't you?
Well, it's just not one person's job. Everybody has a job, everybody has to do it. If you're not in sync, you're DQ'd, disqualified.
Awesome. What about you?
Outriders got the job of catching the horse, going around the barrel and catching up to the wagon, and they have to cross the finish line before the wagon. And most of them will tell you the hardest part is catching your horse and just getting on it. That's the hardest
I've noticed that today. They keep going around in circles while you're trying to get on.
They're wanting to go. They're wanting to go.
Now, Reggie, tell us about this thing that you got here in Alabama and how it's going to be going on next year. And
we're going to be doing the same thing next year, Becca, that we did this year, except we're going to be making some improvements, maybe adding some specialty events on the off days and in between the races. Maybe a mule pull and some mule races, possibly the fast gated feed racking classes, maybe. You know, on the off days next year. We're going to lengthen it out and do more days next year than we did this year.
That's awesome. And this is a qualifying race for the National Championship Chuckwagon Race in Clinton, Arkansas.
It's a rookie qualifier, summer series qualifying race for the National Championships in Clinton, Arkansas.
Awesome. And so, you know, people are coming from miles around to participate in this. Is that right? States around.
Yes, ma'am. I'm 6 hours. We're 6 hours. Me and my buddy right here, we're 6 hours out.
That's
People
great.
from South Carolina, Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas, Alabama, of course, and Mississippi.
And this is probably one of the biggest events that Alabama's going to have equine-wise. Is that right?
This, I feel like, it is now, even after this weekend, one of Alabama's biggest equine events. And with a little bit of promotion and help, I think we have the potential to growing into one of the biggest equine events in the Southeast.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate y'all sharing with Alabama Horse Talk today, and we're going to run up the hill here to the award ceremony and award everybody for their hard work.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you to Alabama for holding this for us, Arkansas boys.
Exactly. All right, thank you very much.
No.